Yes, Satish.
Okay, today our class start with the Gchart process. Already we were discussing about Gchart processor only. So I'll give that one more example. That is, let's see, generate. What is our task here? Generate a Gchart processor using group and subgroup options. Group and subgroup options. That is our task. Generate chart procedure, Gchart procedure using group and options. So this is called also, this procedure are called as, or this process called as cross tablet analysis. Cross tablet analysis. Why you call cross tablet analysis? Means we have to use two variables. One is grouping variable and the subgrouping variable. That's why called as a cross tablet. Cross nothing but a relation between the two variables. We have to use two variables. As of now, up to like previous sessions, right? We are using only one variable. There is one way frequency analysis. This is cross tablet frequency analysis. That's why compulsory we have to use procedure, Gchart procedure in that grouping and subgrouping options. Okay, let's say this is cross tablet analysis. In cross tablet analysis, we have to use grouping and subgrouping options. Let's see. If our task is if PRD code act as a, let's say, if charting variable act as a subgrouping variable. If charting variable act as a subgrouping variable. Then chart variable act as a subgrouping variable. Compulsory we have this grouping variable. Vice versa. If charting variable act as a grouping variable, compulsory you use subgrouping variable. If chart variable act as a subgrouping variable, then we have to use grouping option. We use grouping option. Let's say chart variable act as a charting variable act as a grouping variable, then have to use subgrouping option. Vice versa. We need to follow these two rules. Then only we can implement a cross tablet analysis. Let's say first task, the starting variable act as a grouping. Starting variable. Subgrouping variable. Let's say we first go with the normal code like base size. Proc Gchart data equals to data set name is user1 dot sales data. Grouping and subgrouping information available sales data. That's why I'm taking the data. Or else go with the customers. Number of customers. Customers and products. You have customers. customer. Under customers. Horizontal, you take anything, horizontal bar or vertical, whatever. I'm taking vertical bar. V bar 3D. V bar 3D. So starting variable acts as subgrouping variable. Subgrouping variable just like PRD. It has different types of subgroups, right? PRD code wise. P25, P50, P75. Those are three types of groups. That's why I'm taking subgrouping. And with run and with see here. Generally, is only one way, right? One dimension, one frequency. PRD code is generate the vertical forms. Along with that, I am using option. Option. What is option here? That is grouping option. That is group equals to custom. Now this is called cross tablet analysis. Relation between the two. Cross tablet analysis. Now here three types of axis. Y-axis, right, is called x-axis. It means R-axis. And vertical horizontal, vertical chart, R-axis control on Y-axis, right? For horizontal, right? For horizontal, R-axis control on X-axis. See here, H bar, frequency value generated on X-axis. 0, 1 to the frequency value generated on Y. Customer under PR. This horizontal. This is vertical. Take anything that is up there. Now anyhow three types of axis here. Y-axis. So this is called x-axis, and this is one more axis, axis 2. Now we have to use three types of options: R-axis, M-axis, and G-axis. Three types of options to control that axis. Let's say just using graphical options. So options, what are the options? C frame, okay, assign the color for the frame, C frame, yellow. Next, C frame, no frame. Here we can use out options like out, inside, outside, inside options. What is the purpose of outside, inside? Means we can display that here out option, outside option, outside, and inside option. Using this option, display that it displays that statistics on parts, only vertical parts. It displays statistics, displays stats on bars. Outside means outside of the bar. Inside means inside of the bar. It displays stats on bars. Let's say inside. I'm taking here inside. By default, generate the chart using frequency values. Right? Let's say inside equals to FR by default. Inside of the box. Frequency 2. For this frequency value, you can see inside of the 4, 4, 5, 4, 1. Like outside of the box. Now I'm assigning here like shape of the parts, that is cylinder. Later reference values also cylinder. The control axis is a global state. Using global state. The options. C back. C back equals to black. Next is size equals to 7 inches. Free size equals to 7 inches. How to control 3 axis. Axis 1. Axis 1 R axis on Y axis, right? That is frequency values or number of operations, right? That is C color. Color is yellow. Label. Label equals to, okay, label for color C equals to blue. Font equals to elephant. Font. Label name. Number of operations. Number of operations. That is access. Next, access to. That is product information at access equals to white. Label. C yellow. Font equals to magnitude. So that is number of products. Number of products information. Products. Next, axis 3. Axis 3 C equals to white. Yellow. Label equals to white. Font type equals to variant. Number of customers, that is number of. These are the 3. Now control those axes using R axis, right? M axis. R axis equals to axis 1. M axis equals to axis. G axis. G axis equals to axis. Now run this application. Number of operations. This is the number of products and this is number of customers. You can use text also. See text, you can print also. Text also we can use. Color for the C text. Text. You can use that color, assign the color for that text. That is green. So this is the way we can control that axis using R axis and axis and G axis. Now I want control reporting values, like let's say after we'll see that topic. Let's say here this is only for PID code act as a subgroup or chatting way, right? The chatting way will act as a subgrouping way. Then we can use grouping option. Here grouping. Now, so if starting where will act as a grouping. Next task is if charting variable act as a subgroup. Which means group. Then we have to compulsory is subgroup option. We have to use. Let's say here same process. V bar here we can specify here option subgroup option, that is PRD, right? PRD here customer number. Let's say these are applications. So resetting G options, reset equals to R. Frequency C001, C002, C0, subgroup options. So customer wise, you can generate that bars and product information and subgroup information, grouping and subgrouping. So customer is a grouping information. These are called subgroup. These are blocks are belongs to PRT. CPRT. See that. You can see here colors also. Those are belongs to P025, P050, P075. Same like we can call that all that axis. Here only we can use two axes, Y axis and X axis. R axis and M axis only we can. And we can assign the color to the different blocks. Assign the color for different blocks using pattern. Pattern statement also can assign different colors. By default, it takes like this. You can change that colors also. Let's say same global statements. I'm taking same global statements. Axis one, same element operations. Next to customers, not a products rate, number of customers. Information. Only two. Now I'm assigning that pattern one, pattern two, pattern three. First block assign with one color, second block assign with another color. Different colors were depend upon the blocks. Let's say first block pattern one, first block PRD C equals to blue. Pattern two, second block color equals to green. Pattern three, color equals to yellow. And call with the R axis. You have to control the axis, right? Using R axis and R axis equals to axis one. Axis. Next, M axis equals to axis. So run this application. Blue, green, and yellow. Number of operations and the number of customers. See text. Yellow. Cylinder. Shape of the bar also. Shape equals to cylinder. Number of operations. These are products information. This number of customer segment. I don't want frame, no frame. Assign the color from C frame, red, no frame, whole font. So this is a we can control access. So we can use inside out frequency values also, like inside, outside, out. Inside frequency. Not only frequency, you can control the percentage values also. These are the percentage values, frequency. Let's say I want control percentage values on y-axis or control percentage values reporting purpose. So this is only for frequency values, right? This is only for frequency values. This is only for frequency. C0012 operations, C00 and 6 operations, product and 4 operations, C00 and P75, 4 operations. That's the relation. But this is only frequency values. But for reporting purpose, I want control with the percentage value. We'll see. Reporting control percentage values on axis. Reporting control percentage values on axis. It's a same example. But I want to, instead of frequency, I want to using statistics. Type. You know the type option, right? Type option. Using type option, we can by default generate frequency. I want percentage statistics, C percentage, and the sum. So by default frequency. Now I'm controlled with the percentage values. C percentage, cumulative frequency also, cumulative frequency, C frequency. Now I'm controlling with the percentage using type option. We'll see now. Type using type option. Type equals to, that is percent. Reset options reset equals to. Now run this application. So this is a percentage value. You can control with all that text is black. See text. These are percentage values. Percentage customer and product. C00 and 2. So actually frequency. So but 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, these are percentage. Percent values. Let's say how to control that inside frequency. Type percent. Now, how to control? I want, so how do you know that 10, 20, 30, 40 is normal values? I want percentage, 40%, 30%. Number I want to display. Then what we'll do? Using global options. same statements. Just you can add little few statements. The G option, see that color, everything correct. Access yellow. Help and number of, it's not number of operations. It's a number of percentage or percentage. I control assign the label percentage. Number of percent. Number of percent. So, control with values also. Control with values. Control values. Using order string. Using order. Order equals to starting with 0 origin 0 to 100, 10 to 100, 10 to 100 by 10. Right? This access 1 or access. So color blue. Select color also. Light silver. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Number of percentage that. Okay. Then, so maximum is our target is 45, or else you can reduce also up to 70, 60 also. So let's say here I'm controlling percentage value using value string. So using value option, value equals to 0%. Starting with 10, right? Yes, 10%. I will assign that value like, but 10%, 20%, 30%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 50%, 60%, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now run this application. So I want to display that values like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Don't need to specify comma, not required comma. Open, close. Keep in comma also not required. Not just like using 10, 20, 30. Just like character values. That's why I put like quotation, singular, double quotation. You can use any quotation, singular, double quotations. Here 10, 20, 20 listing, percentage listing. Yes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. So this is the way you can control that. Now my target is here 40 or 40%. Target is for 40%. So assign that like reference label also. So reference label, see that ref label, ref label equals to color yellow, target, target. Here that is value is 45. So maximum value is maximum value 60, whatever 50. Okay, that is reference value. Reference value is what? See reference value. Assign the reference value that is the type percent reference value. So taking take anything. What is our output? You don't need to specify comma, not required comma. On not in the access statement to not found. It's again mentioned found two also, right? It's only access one. Coming to access two also. That's it. Next, there is another access to not completed. Yes. Access to is second access is number of customers. Right? Number of customers. These are percentage values. This number of customers. C equals to access. C equals to hello label. Label is to white number of customers. Access to number of customers. So I want to assign that target at a reference line. Let's say reference line at 30. Reference line 40. Okay, even here 40, right? So here 30. Go with 40. 45. Take anything that is depend upon that value. You can take. This is a target. So 40, 40, 45, 43 percentage, whatever it is. You can assign that reference label of target. Number of percentage, product information, number of customers, and the target value. Can use patterns also. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3. So depend upon the requirement, we can. 40 percentage start. Yes. So this is the way we can control that access with the different options and control that percentage values on by axis like this. Without any. So here one more. Okay, access I didn't represent that. 3D chart customer were clipped to that range of the specified response axis. So one more bar and V bar 3. You can use one more bar. It is product information axis. So depend upon the requirement, you can use, otherwise not. This your wish that is. So this is how we can control that reporting. Let's go with the generate pie charts. Generate 2D chart and generate 3D chart. Generate. I want generate 2D charts. 2D pie charts. Generate 2D pie chart. Of Gchart data equals to data set name is user one dot I custom only by default in base as you can generate with frequency and percentage value, but here it does not like it is only generated with the frequency value. Frequency value. Let's say you can also use pattern to pattern like frequency C00 information, 10 operations, only customer, only I'm taking only one variable, right? That is one way frequency analysis and C0 10 operations, C0 6 operations, C0 2 7 operations. Total is 23 operations. This is only grouping information. Right? You can use grouping and subgrouping options also. Here also using 3D. We'll go with 3D. So let's say I want generate 3D. Not only to generate 3D. This 3D. We cut the slices also using export option. We have one option is there using export option. You'll see that you can here also witness grouping and subgrouping option. Let's say here